Right, so a lot of people have been messaging me asking, what's the crack with this rod? How far does it need to bend? How long do you need to make it at the bend, before the bends? So I'm going to try and show an example in this video. As I explains, the plastic clip needs to go on that way. If you have it on that way, chances are it pops off, as I found out by trial and error. And obviously you can see that I've ground that end down. I'll explain a way around that if you can't be arsed or don't want to, risking power tools if you've not used it, whatever. I believe there is a way around it, but you'll need to just tape it over a fraction. So let's just remove this. Simply flick it out. That's the wrong one, but never mind, we can put that back. That's that out. And it should just lift off at the other end. Where are we? Can we see? Yes. Unhooked, we're still intact. Right, to the garage. Now, as I explained in the main video, the rod I chose to use is one of these, on a Mark IV and Passat, etc, etc. The rear interior pull handle rod that links from the central locking module to obviously your pull handle. Now on your boot lock mechanism, again Mark IV, that is the hole you're fitting into. And when I can find it, there we go, that is the lug that literally pushes into said hole. Obviously mine came out with my rod, but if you don't want to muck around, like I say, grinding it out, this will actually go straight through. The thing I don't like about it is there's a little bit of a rattle. Now I suppose over engine noise and whatever, it's not going to make much difference. You can bend and hook to it, maybe put a small amount of insulation tape, masking tape, whatever, at the point where it locks into the hole. That's personal choice. If you want to try that first and it doesn't work, then thin it out a bit. I think that's about the only way we can get around it, guys. Otherwise you're going to be there all day trying to guesstimate what's going to happen. Right, I'm going to try and explain this using a little bit of a Mickey Mouse setup for a holder here, so hopefully we can get in shot, get rid of that, get in shot and give you some info. Just rack it up. Okay, so the length that I have, I actually don't know this because I did mine purely by fluke and got it right almost first time. There's obviously no way I'm going to straighten this back out. I haven't got anything else, so we'll use a piece of string. We will mark from the top to the top. I'm using the rule. That works out at approximately 170 millimeters. So that is roughly what you need to work on. And this is the second part of my rod. So we've obviously got to mark out 170 mil on there and leaving a lot of, well, a fair amount of extra at both ends for the hooking and bendings. So rough mark out, leaving plenty at both ends. 170 mil is there. So if you make your first bend at that point, which will be the, well, whichever end you want to make it really, and away you go. So you can obviously see I've marked off this end. That's probably around about 190 in total. But then it's a case of make sure that you get your bends correctly to form two hooks, and basically bend to that shape. You can literally do that over your knee if you really want to. And that's really about it. Obviously you've got to make sure that you have this end fitted the correct way, going onto the motor that way. As you're looking at this now, going that way from left to right. If you do it that way, obviously no use whatsoever. I'll explain the reason as to why it's got to go on that way, because if it slides on that way onto your motor, then it does actually pop off, which is no use whatsoever. So you're making down on that and a down on that. Again, if you don't want to grind, leave it full size, drop it in, hook it completely, and that's really it. One note, just make sure that when you do this and you hook it in correctly, you do not go mad at it or you end up with breakage. That is obviously now no use whatsoever because there's a piece missing. Okay, right, I'm going to go and have a go at that, so let you have a watch, have a play, and don't forget to come and join the BMACVAGS group on Facebook. Any questions? Feel free to come and ask.